Hey guys, just want to shoot a little video here. Just getting started for the day. I had actually real good night's sleep. I've been sleeping really good in this new truck. Things seem to be working out. You know, it's nice when you got a truck that has a good air conditioner, has a good heater, and runs good. So I've been dealing with a lot of good stuff. The actual account that I'm on has been good to me. I've been running really hard, running my clock out almost every single day and doing 34s. As a matter of fact, I'll probably be doing a 34 here in a couple of days, but I haven't done a video in a couple, I don't know, it's been a week or so, a little bit over a week. I got to get better at this, guys, and I'm sorry that I don't update you, but last week was really a busy week getting into the truck, and I know I shot a little 3-minute video kind of introducing the truck. Truck is Mello Yellow. That's kind of what I named it because obviously the color, and just a little history in the color yellow and me. Going back quite a few years ago, but back in 1995, I was always a Mustang guy. I had several Mustangs, and I was on number 3 at the time, and I had a 93 LX Coupe, which is the notchback body style, what everybody wanted. It was royal blue. It was kind of that bluish purple color, and I don't know what got into me. I should have kept that car because those cars are bringing like top dollar today. But anyway, back to that car. I had literally worked a deal out with a dealership, and I was going to buy a 95 yellow Mustang GT, almost the same color that this truck is. It was called Canary Yellow. Had a deal all worked out. They had to go to another location in the state to get it. And I was going to be picking it up the next day. Well, wouldn't you have it, that night when I was out with some friends. I don't know exactly where I was going or what I was doing, but, you know, 25 years old, I'm sure I was going to a bar or a party or something. But anyway, I got into an accident, and I had a person hit me, and actually it hurt me pretty good. I had some major back pains and couldn't walk for a couple weeks, but anyway, that's besides the point. But I had to call the dealership and tell them, you know, what happened. I had to cancel that car order. It wasn't really an order, it was a dealer locator. But anyway, that being said, that was my first go around with a yellow car. So let's fast forward to about 2002. I had been researching, and like I said, I've always been a Mustang guy. I had several Mustangs in between that yellow Mustang and the one that I'm getting ready to talk about. But in 2002, I found out through internal sources through Ford that they were going to bring the Mach 1 Mustang back. Well, guess what? I walked into like 5 or 6 different dealers and was going to order a zinc yellow Mach 1. No dealership had any clue of what was going on or what I was talking about. But I got to one dealership that was a little country dealership in the state of Kentucky, just on the outskirts of Louisville. Back then they were Tri-County Ford, but now they're something else. I think they're Craig and Landreth Ford now. But anyway, went to Tri-County in LaGrange, Kentucky, and ordered me, and they didn't take any money down, which I thought was kind of suspicious because usually $500,000 to order a car. But they ordered me a 2003 zinc yellow Mach 1 with all the options, and they said it'd be about 6 weeks. Sure enough, I get the phone call about that car, and tried to trade in the car that I had at that time, which was a 96 GT Mustang green. I had literally just paid that car off like 6 months prior, and anyway, I wanted the yellow Mach 1. Went into the dealership. They called me, said, hey, the car's here. We haven't taken anything off of it. We know you want to look at it and everything. You requested not to have any of the stickers or anything, that you wanted to do it. So immediately went to the dealership. Took a look at it. Sure enough, they didn't take anything off of it. Went in to work the deal, and the dealership screwed me. They tried to give me like I think it was $5,000 less than what my car was worth. And again, I know how the car business is. They try to make money, but this was $5,000 less than the dealer trade-in. And at the time, like I said, it was a 96 Mustang GT, and they were offering me like $2,500 for the car, and it booked for like 10 grand as a trade-in. Retail was like 12 or 13,000. So with that being said, I wasn't that dumb to go for that deal. Well, later through the grapevine, and again, you know, that area of town's very small, come to find out that was the only allocation of a Mach 1 that they had, and their son of the dealership wanted that car. So needless to say, I got screwed out of number 2 yellow. The color yellow does not like me at all. So fast forward to about 2019, 2020, I wanted another Mach 1. And I wanted yellow. The one that I found was a 2004, which in 2004 they changed the color from zinc yellow to screaming yellow. And zinc yellow is more of a pale. The screaming yellow was more of a darker, deeper yellow, like what's on the truck here. So I found one. Had no engine, no transmission, had the interiors, basically just the body with the interior and, you know, the suspension. It was a builder. And I was gonna, you know, make a little hot rod out of it. And I think we agreed on $4,000, if I'm not mistaken, at that time. I sent him the deposit, and things just didn't work out. I couldn't get a transporter. This was all during right before COVID, and then nobody was running. And needless to say, I never got to get that car either. So that's my history of yellow cars. I've had 3 strikes with yellow cars, and it never happened. And when I start working on this yellow truck that I have, I kind of felt that it was going to end up the same way and not get anywhere. But to my surprise and to my fortune, I guess this time, it worked out, and I am in the Mello yellow 2024 Kenworth. I've put about 3,000 miles on it, maybe about 3,500 miles on it since I've had, about 3,500 miles on it since I've had it now. And let me tell you guys, this is one hell of a truck. I've driven Kenworths before. I had the blue one in 23 when I was with Swift the last time, up till 24 when I left. I really liked that Kenworth, but the only thing that Kenworth lacked was and I'm really big about windows. It didn't have the windows in the sleeper. It was just a basic company truck. Wasn't really what I wanted. But this go around, I got what I wanted. It's got both windows, got both doors on the back, leather interior. Wasn't real big on the leather. I could go either way on that, but it's nice having it, and they are heated seats. Unfortunately, the driver's seat, the heating element must be out, so I've got to have that looked at. Other than that, the truck is absolutely perfect. I haven't got it all set up yet. When I get time, I'm going home Thanksgiving. I'm looking at having the logos put on. Anybody watched the show last night live, you got to see a future view of what the truck's going to look like. Going to try and have the logos put on when I go home for Thanksgiving. And in worst case scenario, it'll be Christmas. It just depends on availability of them to do it. I've got an idea. I think it's a great idea. And like I said, if you didn't see it, go check out last night's live and you'll see exactly what I plan on doing. Other than that, guys, the account is freaking awesome. 2,600 plus miles every single week. I'm going to probably be 2,800 miles this week. So no issues on the account. My fleet manager is freaking awesome. He's the best. Man, if I would have known about this account my first go around, I would still be on this account. I probably would have never left. I never have to worry about a load. I never have to worry about where I'm going to. I always know where I'm going to. The one place that I always say that I don't like going to, New York, well, guess what? I'm in New York. It doesn't happen very often, but I'm in upstate New York. So I dropped the load last night, getting ready to go pick up a load in Connecticut, and that load in Connecticut's going back to the Detroit metro area. So tomorrow afternoon, I'll be in the Detroit metro area again with that load. And that gets me back to the auto part loop. Because sometimes when we get our loads, we have to take other stuff. This happens to be a Procter & Gamble load. And we have to take other stuff. And once we take other stuff, it gets us back into the auto part loop. So that's basically what's been going on the last couple weeks. Nothing really changes. And I've told you guys this 1,000 times. It is so hard to produce content. It's so hard to come up with ideas. And also, I talked about training. Once I got this truck, I sat down and I thought about it, and I said, you know what, I'm gonna keep my insurance the way it is. I've got the camera in the truck, but it's not turned on, and I'm not having it turned on, and I'm not training. If it does decide to turn on, or they activate it, or whatever they do in-house, then I'll go and have it removed. But as of now, it's not on. I don't think it will be, because they have to do something to it to turn it on. But anyway, that's it in a nutshell. No training, staying doing what I'm doing. I didn't want to ruin a good thing. I felt like I got a good thing, and by bringing another student on the truck, I think that it will cause some issues and problems. And right now, I'm enjoying it. I have a nice truck. I didn't want to double up on the miles. That was another issue. It is a 24, so it's got miles on it. It's not brand new. I've said this before, and I know the haters and the trolls are going to make fun of me, but I do plan on keeping this truck as long as it doesn't give me any issues. If it does give me any issues, then I have the opportunity to order a new one through Swift if need to be when that time comes. It's 82 weeks on this truck, basically a year and a half, and then I have the usual balloon payment. But that's it in a nutshell, guys. That's what's been going on the last couple weeks. Anybody has any questions, as always, in the description. Everything that I work with, and the SeBrite, Steven, for health insurance, everything that I work with will be in the description. My phone number's in the description. Anybody has any questions and they want to come over to Swift, give me a call. I ask you guys always, call me first. Let me tell you about it before you start calling the recruiters. And I had one guy yesterday that had already gone through the process and called a recruiter, and unfortunately I'm still going to help him, but he's on his own when it comes to the truck, because he didn't call me to work with Michelle. He's got another recruiter. But anyway, guys, that's it. Like, comment, and subscribe to all my videos. And gonna do a couple lives this week. Just watch the post and like I said, subscribe. That way you get notifications. Hit the bell to get the notifications. And that's it, guys. Y'all have a good day, and we'll talk again soon.